All right, everyone. So we played through the Raj Al Ghul fight in the new Lego Batman game, and this was the first one, right? So this is as soon as you get through the opening stages of the game, this is the first real boss fight you'll have. And as you're watching, you'll notice, especially at the beginning, I was trying to figure out, okay, so wait, what the hell am I supposed to do? And I kept hitting my partner here with the batter or the shurikens that we were throwing. But once I found my rhythm, it was getting pretty good. And I have to say, so far, right? And then we've only played through about maybe the first hour of the game. These feel really cool, right? Like this fight just feels very fluid. You could see the kind of Arkham style nature of it. Um, this is a Lego game, so if you're going in there expecting a ton of, it being all that tough, probably not going to get that here. Now we're playing in the middle difficulty, so maybe if you go up to the hardest one, it does get harder. But for the first playthrough, at least, I was like, let's keep it in the middle so we can get through the story and see everything that's happening. But this fight was pretty cool. So it starts, as you could see, with you're battling them, right? And you would think maybe this was the end, but it's not. And you'll see that as you go. So you play through the cutscene, you go through all this, he ends up getting attacked and hit through here, and now you got to try to escape. You go and you got to fight a bunch of these ninjas. It's like the perfect kind of setup for what the rest of this game is going to be, right? Like it's funny because this is accurate, right, to the Hitman lore, but it's or Hitman lore to Batman lore, but it's the perfect way to start a game, right? Where you're fighting off multiple enemies, you're learning every tactic from stealth to how to use the shurikens, which will become, the batarangs later on, most likely. Discovering things all around the map, all of that. It's just really freaking cool. This you're going to see a little bit here as I'm trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go, and then it's like, oh, I'm supposed to go, I guess, over here. I get mixed up. Like, where the hell am I going? And then this shuts, and now you're going to fight more. Right now, more of the ninja enemies end up coming in, and they are fun to fight. Now it's super easy, right? I think I fall and died here too. It was like, oh shit, but it's super easy, right? There was nothing that was all that hard about what this was, especially with the combat. The reversals are super easy. You could basically, I mean, I was getting 80 combos, right? Like 80 hit combos. It was kind of addicting to get them over and over and over again. There's kind of a cheat code I found with if you just keep throwing the shurikens over and over and then reversing when you need to, you basically just finish everything off, right? Like you can get up very easy. But like you see what I'm doing right now, 3, 4, and then all you have to do is just keep going. That time I got hit, so it did break the combo. But if you could stop that from happening, even in an entire crowd, it feels like only 1 or 2 people really ever go at you. But that's not really like I said, it's not really attack. This is a Lego game, so you're kind of expecting a little bit of that going in. The fun part of this that I found was just how you move around the map, the dialogue, seeing, now Ra's al Ghul is back, as you can see, and then he gets taken away again here, but he will. Spoiler alert: he will return after we get past this next section. But it's the perfect opening section, right? Like it's the perfect telling of the Batman story. I just think it's super, super cool. You move down this way. All this stuff, it just perfectly fits in, a Lego style game. I mean, it's not the kind of dark, grim atmosphere of the Arkham games, but it's a Lego game, right? That's what you're there to anticipate. Also, I don't know what I was doing here. I thought there was like a pickup down there, but it's actually when you see these things falling from the ceiling, they make that image on the ground there, and I was like, is that a collectible I missed? But it wasn't. Then I think I almost fall here. Oh, I had a hell of a time getting up this thing for whatever reason. But then we're going to run into Ra's al Ghul again right here for the final time. And you can see all the different ninjas down here. Now, I could have probably maybe done it a little bit more stealthy. I don't know if you actually can, but I felt like I probably could have done something better than what I did, but it doesn't matter. Right now, you're in the same battle you were in before. It's just now you're dealing with a lot more enemies. And, that it's like you see now we got about a 20-something combo. And as long as you don't get hit, you're going to keep increasing that combo. I think I end up probably getting hit at some point here, though. I don't think we got an 80 on this one. But it's like it was a pretty fun boss fight overall. Yeah, we lost it there. I don't know what exactly happened, but we did lose it. But it's a good opening boss fight, and you basically after you leave, this is like it's there's so many games that have terrible tutorials or just they don't have one that teaches you everything. After this, you felt like you learned a lot about the basics of the game while also playing through a mission that's somewhat fun. I mean, it was pretty long, actually, I will say. It felt pretty darn long. It's way longer than your average tutorial, but you come away feeling a little bit better and it's adding to the story. I think this is about where we take him out pretty easily here, and that is the end. He's finished, and then the cutscene here plays as everything blows up. I'm so excited to play the rest of this game. We're probably going to put out all the different boss fights on here so people can see them, if they are interested in what this game actually is going to be. So far, I got to say, if you're a fan of the Lego games, this is a 10 out of 10. There's no question about it, right? If you're a fan of Lego games, if you're looking for more of that darker atmosphere, right? The Batman Arkham game atmosphere, maybe not, but I'm only about an hour in, so maybe it does. But this is going to be a little bit more of a colorful, light take on the thing. There's a lot of jokes, there's a lot of comic relief, even from Batman himself, right? Batman plays a different part. So that's the Raj Al Ghul um, boss fight. I think it was wonderful. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more.